Hi, welcome back to the Ichthyan Forge. In the last two videos, working between my Independence Day vlog and the Viking-esque short sword, I've talked about the edge bevel here on this blade. What I did do is go ahead and grid it off for every inch and check to see how far up my bevel came. I was actually very close from side to side, but the problem here is that this side just does not have a steep enough bevel on it. I doubt you can see it on camera, but I can actually see that it is rounded from here out. And so what I'm going to be working on today is fixing that problem. What pains me is I've got to go all the way back to 180 grit to do it, but that's my own fault. I should have paid attention. It should have been right before I moved on beyond edge beveling. So anyway, we're going to get back to work on it. Glad to have you along. Please follow along and let's get to work. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get to work on bringing this edge bevel down. No, I don't freehand it. That's what got me in this mess to begin with. Right in this section here, you can see it really turns downward right at the edge. It's not coming out as quickly as it did here. It'll take a little extra work. I think I need to make a better jig. It's good for little short knives, and it's good for doing short stuff here, but I think I'm having trouble clamping it, as you can see. But again, that mark is still pretty far, or pretty high up there. I'll bring you back in a little while.
the next day, and I chose not to make you suffer and sit through more of the same. So I finished up the edge bevel on this. It's got sweat on it. Very hot. It's very hot out. Anyway, I finished up the edge bevel yesterday. I took it to my grinder. I got tired of playing with it. And so now I'm going to move on to hand sanding with 180 grit. And so that's where we are today. Let's knock it out. Alright, well, we're going to go with a little bit of a WD-40, so I said, and 220 grit, wet dry paper. Still sanding, 400 grit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fresh out of epic music. Otherwise, I'd play some for you here and give you some better shots of this blade. Anyway, I think the 400 grit's done on the flats. I think. We'll see. Alright. I'm sorry, y'all. I take back all the epic shots and everything because I did a sorry job. I didn't do a sorry job. I didn't finish the job at hand. So, you see all the black marks that I've got there. So once I pick the blade up, I can see all of that. So, back to applying elbow grease. Alright, well, I'm going to pick it up, look at it again, and I got a feeling I'm going to be right back. Alright, we need a maker's mark. So, actually need a finer pin than this. Well, I just misplaced my maker's marks. Alright, so this is always a little nerve-wracking to me. Now this is supposed to be softer. That's the only reason I'm actually punching it here. Stamping it. It bothers me. We have an eye. Could have done this before I did all the sanding, right? Oh, that scared me. And I messed up my blade. That's why it bothers me. I don't like hitting it a second time. I have messed up more maker's marks. I will be getting a stamp soon. It's whatever the money is, it's going to be worth it. Alright, all that blackened area is where I've messed it up once again with trying to mark it. Now, I think I dulled my stamps when I hit this because I thought this was softer than it is in that ricasso area anyway. But obviously I was wrong. So now let's go back and resand again. It's actually deep. Yeah, these marks are pretty deep this time. That's not good. Okay, I might have to get more aggressive with this. This is really bad. I'll be back. Well, guess what? All of my hard work is rewarded with more hard work. Because I had a few extra scratches in there. So we're going back to 220 grit. I've already taken it to my grinder. Knocked off the bulk of my problem. And now we're going to go to 220 grit. And hopefully this is going to work. I don't have to go to 180. We'll find out in just a minute. Okay, there are the 2 spots that remain, and I had to get a whole sheet of sandpaper for those 2 spots. Lesson learned. Don't mess up. I don't think I learned that lesson very well because I'm going to mess up. I will promise you that I'll mess up on this blade again because there are some complicated things that I have left to do on it if my plans go through. We get to the fittings, things are going to get kind of wild, I think. For me anyway, they are. Back to 400 grit. Let's go here first. So once again, I've got a nice defined line here, and on the other side I don't. By the time I get done here, I might not have it here either, though. Alright, I'm going to let y'all rest just a little while. You don't have to watch all of this. Alright, well, I think I got all of the 220 grit scratches out of here. What's left on this really is to run down the spine with, I'm hoping just 400 grit, but we'll see. And then this one will be ready for fittings. Like I alluded to earlier, fittings are going to get tricky. I may try to etch this blade first. I believe I will. And then go to fittings. The fittings are going to be kind of tricky with this blade. I may be trying to cast them. I most likely will be trying to cast them. If that fails, then I'll forge something for them. But this tang is ugly. It's going to need work, and that's actually way too much tang. And I know that, but I'd rather have too much and be able to cut it off to where I want it than have not enough and have to weld something on. I don't like that form of construction, personally, especially with my welding. But anyway, that's it for now. Off to the buffer, and I'm not going to make you sit through that. And if I decide to do the etch, I'll let you see that too. We're filming, so be quiet. No. Talking to the dog. One of the dogs. We have too many dogs. Anybody want a dog? You know we're not giving the dogs away.